Yeah, myself Adinarayanan. Today we are going to discuss related to Java training part 2. In Java training part 2, we are going to cover these are the things that we are going to cover classes, method, and method call. In Java training part 1, we installed compile how to compile a Java program, how to run a Java program, and installing Eclipse. All those things we covered as part of Java training part 1. Today we are going to look into Java training part 2 where we are going to create a class, we are going to see method, and we are going to see method call. Okay. So when you go here, this is the Java program. This is one of the Java program. So this is the Java program. How many lines are there? There are around 17, maybe around 16 lines. There is a line gap, right? One, two, three. If you reduce, there are 14 lines. So 14 instructions. In Java, we call it as a class, whereas normally we call it as a program. C program, C++ program, Java program. So in Java, instead of calling as a program, we call it as a class. See, this is one class. A class contains method and variable, mainly method and variable declaration. This is the method. This is a method, and a class contains method and variable declaration. So for example, let me copy this one, Control X, Control Y, Control Shift F, Control X. So if you see this, if you see this one, so here you are getting statics. Okay. So if you see, this is a class, and this class contains variable mainly. This class contains variable, and we call this as a method. So where is your method starts? Your method starts here, and I will tell you what is a class, what is a method, what is a variable. As of now, just I am showing you. This is a program. In Java, we call this as a class. This class contains two major things. One is variable declaration. This is called a variable. This is called a variable, and this is called a variable instruction. So on the other day, during our training, uh, Java training part one, we saw what is a computer program. A computer program is a collection of instructions that can be executed by the computer to perform a specific task. A computer program is usually written by a computer programmer in a programming language. So, this is a program contains the instructions which will be executed by our computer. In our case, if you want to be more specific, a Java class or a program will be executed by our JVM. So if you want more information about JDK, JVM, JRE, probably you should go and see my Java training part 1 video where I detailedly informed about all those things. Leave that one. Generally, say for example, if there is a task, say for example, when you go to Facebook, when you enter to Facebook as a first time, normally you need to create a Facebook account. For that, you need to register. There will be a link called register in the Facebook where if you click, it will show you a form. If you show you the form, in the form you enter your first name, last name, date of birth, email ID, mobile number, your address, whatever things that are needs to be entered in that form, you are going to enter when you submit. Then when you submit, it will go to your Java program. It will come to a program something like this, to the Java program, something like this, where you retrieve all the information, your first name, last name, age, whatever you entered in the screen, you retrieve by you retrieve all those values. Then what you do, you write a Java program to retrieve all the value and to do the validation and store it into the database and send email, send SMS, so all the things. So you are going to express all those things in instruction. So this is a Java program where we wrote some instruction. This is mainly say there is a mark English, Tamil, Max, Science, History. This is called variable. Always the variable is to hold the value. Either it's an intermediate value or it's a value. What is the value? Whatever the things that you are typing in the screen, it is So it will come to your Java program. Somewhere you need to store where you are going to store all this information. You are not storing into a program. You are not storing. Program is an instruction. It contains a number of instructions. In this program, we have variable. In this program, we have variable, and this is a method. Main. These are the main two things will be available inside a class. So first of all, you created one class. Your class starts here, and your class ends here. So in between this bracket, you are declaring variable, and you are declaring method. So you don't know as of now what is method, what is variable. Just have an idea. We will create a program right from scratch. So by using this theoretical explanation, I am trying to make you understand what is a class, what is a variable, and what is a method. Exactly. So in a Java program, you are going to write all your instruction inside a class. Program is a set of instruction. Program contains a number of instructions. So this is one instruction. So what does instruction? Store the value 56 into eng, a variable called eng. Anything, this can be anything. To be meaningful, we are storing a value English mark. So I make it as eng, eng to be meaningful, or eng anything, whatever you want to type, you can type. So what is the use of variable? Variable is used to hold the value. So when you type first name, last name, date of birth, mobile number from the screen, when you enter all this information in a Facebook screen, when you click submit, all the value will come, and inside the class you should declare a variable where you will store all the values. As of now, we are learning Java, we are not learning web-based programming, so I am hard coding this value. Actually, this value will come from the screen, from the browser. Now I am hard coding it. Just to think of something like that, hard coding it. Hard coding it, I'm giving my own values, not from the screen. I'm giving on my own some value, okay, some value 78, some value. So, okay, I stored English mark in this variable, Tamil mark in this variable, 82 max mark in this variable, 71 to this variable. This can be yes. To be meaningful, I make it as science, SCIENCE. This can be anything. To be meaningful, what is the mark that we are going to store? If I type something, it's not meaningful, right? Actually, 55 is my history mark. So in order to be meaningful, I make it as history. So that's it. So we declared. So this one, data type. What kind of, when we see SQL, you might have know, when I want to store some amount, I declared it as double. There you have varchar, integer, number, lot of data types you saw when you read SQL. There are 4 videos which I uploaded to YouTube. Just to go and see before you start Java. Very, very important. First you should complete SQL, then you should come to this Java. Okay. So now variable is to hold the value, and you should tell the type. Say for example, if I am going to give f name, FNAME, I am going to store my first name equal to my name ADHINARAYAN. So what kind of data I am storing in this variable? String. String. Then you should go to Java. Then you should go to Java and read what are the data types available. So here we saw two kind of data type. One is integer and another one is string. See here, I'm adding English mark, Tamil mark, max mark, science mark, and history mark, and I'm storing it to this variable, any name, total mark. So the name is meaningful, right? If I make this one, it's not meaningful. So in order to be meaningful, I make it as total mark. So I make it as a double. It can be a double or it can be integer, but this should be only double, because we are going to find a percentage by adding all these 5 marks and divided by 5. I am going to get a percentage will be always not a whole number. So meaning it can be 77.523. There will be always a decimal number, that is it's not going to be a whole number where 27, 68, 69. So it will always contain 0.2345. So in that scenario, you are going to make your variable as double. See here, percentage, any name. To be meaningful, I make it as percentage, double. So now we use a 3 data type. So if your value is going to be in fractions, then you can store it in double value. Otherwise, you can store it in integer value, integer string, any alphanumeric, alphanumeric. Any alphanumeric you cannot store in integer. You cannot store alphanumeric. This is not right. Sorry, this is not right. You are you are giving a value called alphanumeric, and you are making it. This is not right. If you here type mismatch cannot convert from string to integer. You made it as integer, and you should type only numeric values. Numeric values. So integer will hold a data type. You are declaring a variable, and you are informing to Java that what kind of value that you are going to store, either numeric or alphanumeric or only character. Something you should inform to Java so that it will work according to your expectation. Okay. If it is a string, I am going to make it. If it is a character, I am going to make it as a string, sequence of character. I'm going to make it as a string. Okay. Then double. If it is going to, this one no need to be double int. This can be integer, and okay, this can be integer and this can be double. This one is double. Okay. Now you can either declare here your variable, either declare here, or you can declare inside the method. You can declare the variable. If you declare the variable inside the method, then this is called local variable. What is your variable name? ENG English, TAMI Tamil, Max, Science, History. These are all variable. What is the variable type? Integer. What is this variable type? Integer. What is this variable type? String. Sorry, double. What is this variable type? String. Okay. So okay. Now here if you see, here we are doing some calculation. Just we are adding all the subject numbers, and once Java add this do this functionality, you have given an instruction to add all the 5 marks and store it here. So this one is expression, and this is going to be the value where you are going to assign. So now this is one instruction. When Java executes instruction, it will add. First, it will execute the right hand side values, all the right side, and it will assign to the left hand side. Always your right hand side will execute first, and the value will be assigned to the left hand side. Same way here. First it will execute this one, which is in bracket, then it will divide by 5, then it is stored here. So this is the program. This is the program to calculate total mark and percentage. You gave the total mark. So this one I can remove this one, or okay, let it be here. So here you wrote a program which contains around 14 lines, around 14 lines. In that 14 line, you are doing two things. One is you are finding total mark, and you are finding the percentage. These are the two things that does the calculation and finding the percentage. This two line is just printing the value. You will come to know about all these things. Now you may not be able to know the entire program. By seeing this program, after my explanation, you should know three things: what is a class, and what is a method, and what is a variable. So a class is nothing but a program which will contain mainly variables and methods. Okay. Inside a class, all are going to be instruction. So where you are writing all the instruction, where you write all either, so all your instructions should be inside the method. Variable declaration can be inside the method, can be outside the method. Control X. It can be outside variable declaration. Control V, Control S. Yeah, variable declaration can be inside a method or outside a method, but other things only should be inside. This cannot be outside. Control X. So this and all not a proper way of doing it. So all the variable declaration should be inside the class. Or a variable declaration can be inside the class, or it can be outside the inside the method or outside the method. So other things should be always inside the method. Okay. So just a minute, I will copy this one, Control X inside the. Okay, Control Shift here. As of now, let it be. So this is the class which contains one method, and inside the method, these are all local variables. So you declare the variable, and here you are finding the percentage and total mark, and just you are printing it. So when I copy this one, Control, okay, let it be here. If I am going to run this program, right click, run as Java application. See, total mark is 342. When you add this one, all this 5, it will be 342, and percentage is 68. For example, if I change this one to 78, your percentage should be 70 because you added 10 more marks, right? See, your percentage is 70. So here we wrote one Java program. We wrote one program. In Java, it is called a class, and a class contains one method. See, where is your method is starting and where method is. So this is the method name, and this is return type. You will see what is return type. This is static keyword, public, encapsulation. Oops, you will see what all those things and all. So this is method name. Any name. Method name can be anything, and main can be anything. I will let you know what is main. And this is called argument. This is called argument. You will come to know about what is this one. As of now, leave it. So as of now, this is class, and you have a method, and method starts here, method ends here. You have some instruction, variable declaration, and here you are finding it total mark. Here you are finding percentage, and this one is to print the value total mark percentage. See here, when I run this program, running the program in the sense you need to give this program as input to JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So before you write any Java program and run, you should install Java. Java is a software, right? C is a software, Java is a software, C++ is a software, and .NET, so Python. So you need to install first. When you install Java, and after that, by using JDK, which I have explained all those things during our Java training part 1 video, which is in YouTube. You can go and see. Okay, so to high level, to something at high level, you are going to give this program as input to the Java software. Java software, there is JVM, keep memory. There are a lot of things available, which I explained during my Java training part 1. And so just to go and see that when you give this an input to the Java software will compile this class to .class file. After that, it will run all the lines. So when JVM runs this line, it will assign the value 78 to this variable. And see here, you are referring the variable by using this variable name. You are referring the value by using variable name. So it's just a holder, like a container. It contains 78 value. That's how you have to think. You should think. So all the value you are going to store into the value, into the variable. So you are storing. Then when you eng, it is going to add the value that it contains. Finally, it is we are getting the output. We are getting the output. Here we wrote on Java class. Okay. Now, so in this class you saw a method, variable declaration, and you created one class. So right from scratch, we will create one class, one method, and just we will print welcome to Java language, something like that. We will create one simple class, we will create one method, and just we will print welcome to Java. So these are the instructions that we are going to write. You are going to write a program to print welcome to Java. You are going to, so after 2 or 3 days when I teach you about OOPS concept or something related to exception and all, then I will ask you to write a program to transfer money from your account to your friend account. So then you need to write instructions like, first of all, you need to say whether you have enough amount. Then if you have enough amount, then deduct the money from your account, then transfer credit the money to a friend account, send SMS, send email. All you are going to write the instruction. Once you learn the Java language, which we are trying to do now. We have started. Once you uh, read all the all the things written in the Java language, you can do that functionality. So that's the program. Write a program. One of the thing, write a program. I write a class which should transfer money from your account to your friend account. Send email, send SMS. So in a Facebook, when they enter all the details in the form, when they submit, so write a program to retrieve all the value from the screen, store it to database, send email, send SMS. If I tell you like that, write a program, you should be in a position to write a program. So program and the class is one of the same. We call it as a program, but in Java, the program word replace the program as a class. That's the thing. Okay. Now I just want to write one program. Program and the class are same. Write one class. Hereafter, I don't want to tell it as a program. Instead of program, I'm going to tell it as a class. Write a class to print just a welcome message. Just a welcome message. So we are going to create one. Uh, so this one is Eclipse. So this is an Eclipse editor. Either either you can use this editor. Either you can use this editor either you can use this editor or you can use a notepad. So already so okay. Yeah, this is you think this of a notepad. Either you can consider this as a notepad or as an editor. If it's an editor, so if I make some mistake, your editor will tell some wrong. See here, it is telling long, the value which you are storing is not right. You declare as an integer but you are storing alphanumeric value. So these are all the information that your editor will alert you. If you are going to write in Notepad, your Notepad is not going to alert you. So that's the difference between your Notepad and your Eclipse editor. So if you see my Java training part one tutorial, probably you will know how to install editor, how to create a project, and how to create a class, how to create a package and all. As of now, uh, just consider I am going to create one class. Okay, so up to this no, if you see my Java training part 1, you will know. So this is the project, and inside the project I'm going to create one uh, java java file. Right click this one, new. So up to here, if you see my tutorial, sorry, my video Java training part 1, you will get, don't worry about this one. So I'm going to create a class. What you are going to do, just click on this folder. In Windows there are a lot of folder, right? Same way we are having a folder here, basic. Right click on this one, new, create a class. Give any name to be meaningful. First name should be capital as per Eclipse standard. Okay. Welcome, MESSAGE something, W, or to be meaningful, WLCOME something. Okay, and finish. See here, as of now leave this one package. As of now leave this one. See here, we created one class name, and starting bracket, ending bracket. So this is the proper class now. Leave this one. This is a oops concept encapsulation. I will explain you. Okay, public. So anyway, leave this one. CLASS. You are going to create a class called welcome and curly bracket. So now you can. This is a proper class. So inside the class, what are the two main things available? Variable and method. So all the theoretical explanation and all, I will show you the sites. There are a lot of sites which contain enough information from there where you can get all the things. Just listen here, and after that, if you go and read, you will get enough knowledge. So inside a class, inside a class, you are going to write all your instructions inside a method. So what is the syntax for a method? What is the syntax for class? Class. What is the syntax for class? If you see the syntax for class, so see here, modifier, public, class name, starting, ending. Inside the class, you can declare variable, constructor, method declaration. We are going to do method declaration. Okay, anyway, I'll show you. So if you want to write a method, always method should have a name, any name. FF to be meaningful, calculate, calculate, uh, total, total. So starting bracket and curly bracket here using open and close, control S. Since it is not a notepad, it is an Eclipse editor. Whenever the syntax is wrong, it will always alert you. See here, return type of the method is missing. Okay, anyway, so if it is a proper method, you should have a method name, open and a close bracket, then curly bracket, open and close. Okay, now you are getting error. Always a method should have a return type. See here, what is the class? See, this is the method name and starting bracket, closing bracket, curly bracket, starting, closing, and these are the three modifier data type. So anyway, I'm going to explain method name. Now we wrote this one and this one, not this one. So data type, as of now, make the return type, return type void. As of now, make it a void. I will explain detailedly about after some time. See, now your error went here. If I remove this, you are getting error. If I remove this, you are getting error, but control is there. Now the syntax is right. This is the proper method. In Java, this is a proper method. Okay, control C. Write another one method. A class can contain n number of method. A class can, I will explain you why a class need to contain n number of method. So first of all, should a class need a method? No, you can create a class without any method, but it is not going to give you any purpose. So we need to write some instruction, right? Say for example, add the mark, find the percentage, store the value to the database, send the email, send SMS. If you want to write anything related, code related to this, then always you should write a code inside the method, not in the class. Inside the method, you should write a method inside the class. If you write this one, Control C, outside the class, it is wrong. It's wrong. See here, syntax error. It is wrong. You cannot write a method outside the class. So where your class starts here and your ends here. So so now you wrote one method starting here and ending here, and you can write another one method calculate percentage. Control Shift here. Now you wrote two methods. A class can contain two methods, but here you didn't write any instruction. You didn't wrote any instruction. That is not an issue. Okay. Okay. These are all two methods anyway. We will go with step by step. Okay. Now you created a class. Create a method. So now I will create one method called main, 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 and argument, string, string args. Okay, so as of now, before it was empty parameter, now we wrote something args. Okay. Let it be. So void. Why it is showing error? It does not have the return type. Void. Control S. So your method start the bracket and end the bracket. Control S. See, all the error went. We wrote a method. What is the syntax for a method? Method name, return type. Data return type, return RETURN. Return type. I will explain what is return type. Modifier. Add a modifier. Public. So now see here, modifier. We wrote on modifier. I will explain you what is modifier. As of now, leave it. So then what is the thing? Return type. So I wrote void. It can be integer, it can be double, any data type. Let it be as of now. We are going to make it as a void. Don't think about this one. Then method name. It can be any name. It can be any name. So I wrote name. I'll explain you what is that. And here you can write without a argument. We call it as an argument, without argument or with argument. Anyway, I will explain you about this after some time. So here, input parameter, argument or input parameter is one and the same. Okay, okay, it starts here, ends here. So what is our intention? We want to print a message called welcome to Java language. So I ask you to write a program to display welcome to Java. You want to display welcome to Java. For that we created a class and we created a method. Write the instruction inside the method. So I am going to write system 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 dot out dot printl. So don't think about what is system, what is out, what is println. I will explain you after some time. As of now, just write this one. Inside that, double quotes, whatever you are going to write will be displayed. WLCOME, welcome to JVA Java LANGUAGE language controls. Okay. Now, what are the things that Control Shift F shortcut key? Okay, alignment. Okay. Okay, we wrote one class. What is the class name? Welcome. We wrote one class. What is the class name? Welcome. A class or a file. We create dot text file. All one and the same. The Java class. So you store with the extension called .java that I explained during my Java training part one. If you see that one, you will get all the things. Okay. As of now, where is your class start? Where is your class ending? Here, no. Your class starts here or your ends here. And I wrote one method. I wrote one method called main method. What is the method name? Main. What is the return type? Void. Leave it public. Leave it this modifier. Leave it. It has an argument. And I wrote one sentence called a system dot out dot println and welcome to Java. So I will run this program. What is meaning by running of this program? You are asking Java Virtual Machine to run this instructions. Running it to run. What? How many instructions are there? One, two, three, four, five, six instructions are there. Now your Java software which you install will run all this file line and it will output welcome to Java language. Why it is not showing? System of public static void main, public static void main, public static void main, yes, public class and the public class void main and string string public. So you didn't make static. I will explain what is static. Okay, we forget about all these three things. We created one method. Method. It can be anything. Let it be main as of now. MEIN. Okay. Now you created one main method and you wrote one line. I will run this one. Right click your mouse. Right click your mouse. Run as Java application. See, you got the output. Welcome to Java. Okay. I will write some more instruction. Okay. I will write some more. I will add two number and display the value. So here you are not learning anything, just you are trying to have some high level idea of what is class. Forget about what I write inside. Just I am explaining this thing to make you to understand what is the class, what is the method. Just the basic, that's all. Forget about all other things, public, static, void, main. I will explain. So here there is another one functionality I want to input into this class. Add two number and display the value. Add two number first of all. What is the two number? Okay, the two number will come from the screen. As of now, we are not writing a full-fledged application. So hard code the value number one num1 equal to what is the number that you want to add 8. So what is this data type? Int integer. Add two numbers. So create two number, control C. This two value will come from the screen. We are going to get this two value from the screen. Just a minute. So the variable name should not be same. Number 2 or anything you can type to be meaningful. I make it as number 2. So this can be, let it be 20. So what is I ask you to write a program to add two number and show the result. If I add these two number, what is the result? 28, right? So I am going to add, should I make it as 8 plus 20? No, this is wrong. You use always variable. You store your value to the variable. Here use variable num1 plus num2. Okay, when this two add this two number and store it to a variable, store it to a variable called any variable t tot any name. What is the value that it is going to be after data type, after adding this value? Make it a int as of now, integer. So you declare a variable and you declare a data type, add this two and show. So when your JVM runs this instruction, it will store 8 to this one. When your JVM runs this line, it will store 20 to this one. So now this add this, you are informing, add this two and store it to into this variable and display the variable system system dot out dot printl. So here you are going to TOT, because what is the value in TOT? Whatever. So first, when JVM runs the instruction, first it will evaluate on the right hand side. First it will complete this operation. It will add a two value, then store it here. Then you are asking to display this variable. Display this variable in the sense display the content inside the variable. So inside this variable 8 is there. So just I'll run this one. Right click your mouse, right click, run as in the laptop. So right click your mouse and run as Java application. Here what is the value? 28. This line also get executed, this line got executed, this line got executed, and after that this line got executed and this line got executed. So this is the one which is printing the value. System.out.println. You will know, I will explain you what is system, what is out, what is println after that. Now if you give the value to system.out.println, it will print. So now don't think about what is system, what is out, what is println, what is integer, what is this, all. Now you know a program or a class. In Java, we call it as a class. In a class, you write all the instruction inside the method. Your variable declaration can be inside the method or outside the method. So if you are going to write this one, Control X, this one instruction, if you are going to write this one, is there out, see you are getting error. What is this one? You should not write instructions other than variable declaration. You should not write anything outside the method. All your instructions should be inside your method. You will see a lot of instructions, but variable declaration can be inside or it can be outside. Control X, variable declaration. Control V, control. It can be inside, no error. So this there is a error. I will let you know why it is. As of now, leave it. Okay, you wrote one program to calculate two values. To add two value and print. Okay, okay. Now you got some idea. So again, I am informing you. So and also divide and find the percentage. Find the percentage of this two number after adding this two number. Then how will you write instruction? Okay. So total. What is the value of total TOT? Total divided by 2. So if you want to find the percentage, divided by 2, only two values, right? If it is 5, if you 5 mark divided by 5, so you get a percentage. So after this one 28, in this scenario, if I make 30, so after this line the value inside will be 50, and 50 divided by 2 is 25. Where it is going to store? So declare a variable. Always the right hand side will evaluate and the result will be stored in the left hand side. So in the left hand side you are going to declare a variable. Declare a variable called sum, sum. So then also you are getting error. What is the time? You need to inform to Java what is the data type, what kind of data that you are going to store, whether you are going to store numeric value, numbers, or a fractional value, or a string, that is character. You have to inform. Now in this scenario, we are going to store only number. That is not a fractional number. That is not going to be a fraction number. So make it as int. See here, error went. Okay, now display SYSTEM system dot out dot println. So which one? Yes, QM. Sum is the variable which holds the value and it is going to show you the result. Control S. So let me run this one. See here 25. You got 25. Welcome. This one, right? Welcome. After that, you are declaring two variable and you are doing adding the two variables, storing the value here, and the system.out.println. It is going to print the value. As of now, think of print the value. You got some idea about what is the program, what is the program, what is the instruction. So once you learn, say for example, variable, there are some conditions if, while, there are some things. So if you understand all those things, probably you can write even a complex program like transfer money from one account to another account. You can write any kind of a complex program by using all the instructions that you are going to read as part of this training. Okay, now this is the Java program control. So this is a Java program that is doing mainly two activities: finding total and finding percentage. Mainly two activities: finding total and finding percentage. Okay, so multiply this two number and display the result. How will you do that? Multiple this two number. Okay, then num 1 star num 2 bracket. So when it multiplies, it will store in some variable mul something, right, and int data type int. So then system.out.println control C control V L V L. So what will be the value? 30 into 20, how much? 30 into 20, 600. Okay, then run this one. So you got the result. See here, you got 600 multiplied one. This one is finding division, and this one is adding the number. So, so now here you done four activities. You are displaying some string, and you are adding the two numbers. Here you are dividing the two numbers, and here you are multiplying the two numbers. Right. So this is going to be the one proper program. So where you are starting here, this is the program. How many lines are there? Actually 21, but here one line, there one, around 15 lines are there. Around 15 instructions are there. This is called a class, or you can call it as a program, or you can call it as a class. So if it is a program or it's a class, what will be inside according to our definition? A program. See here, what is a program? A computer program is a collection of instructions, right? A computer program is a collection of instructions that can be executed by a computer to perform specific tasks. It can be anything. Your instruction can be sending a mail, sending an SMS, add to value, store into database, generate employee ID. All are going to be instructions where you are going to write how to generate an employee ID. You will understand during our training process. We will be creating some functionality, something like that. So now you got some idea. So inside, what is class? A class is nothing but it's a container which contains variable declaration and method mainly. It will contain constructor, some other things also, which I will explain after some time. Through this training, you should be able to have some high level idea about what is class and what is method. That's all. No need to what is instruction, what you are going to write inside, how a program works, some high level understanding. So in the next training, I will I will try to, so this is the program. See here, this is the program. Nothing, so this is the only you are getting this kind of output, right? This output. So where your method ends here. All the instructions are here. So there is nothing outside the method. Or we wrote all the things inside the method. So variable declaration can be inside the method or outside a method. You will see it. Or you will see. You will understand in future sessions. You will understand. So as of now, have some high level idea about this. Go to Java T point. So you can use Java T point or any other site to read what is the variable. Go to Google. So here, Google. So Java T, TOINT, Java T point. So Java T point, you go here. So go to Java language. Where is Java here? Java. So here, when you go here, so if you are going to read basics of Java, so what is Java, history, futures, this one. If you go and read variable, Java variable declaration, data type. Anyway, in next session, I will use this Java T point and I will explain you up to here so that you will get an idea. So when you understand this and this up to this, you can write a proper program. If you understand up to here, then you can start write proper program. I will explain this one. In next training, I will explain about all these things by using this Java T point. You will have a very good idea. So thanks for your time.